What happens if you rig a camera to your car? Today, I'm gonna find out. It's gonna be really tough because it's completely on the outside of the car. Looking good. Time to try it out. Have you ever wondered how they get the cameras onto the sides or the front of these vehicles in movies and television shows? It's actually really cool how they do these things. There's an entire department that is dedicated to the rigging of cameras and lights onto just very obscure objects, such as cars. They have some really incredible tools and mechanisms that they use to be able to hold big camera rigs onto cars, but I'm a broke college student. All I have is this cheap camera and a little bit of rope. So today I'm going to be trying to rig my camera onto my car and hopefully not break it. Maybe we'll get some really sick shots. Let's get into it. The first shot that I wanted to try to do, I wanted to play safe. I wanted it to be in the car. Well, the camera needed to be in the car. It's going to be facing my left-hand mirror. I ended up taking my little flexible small camera tripod and kind of working it into the door handle so that it was able to stay, and it turned out pretty well. But this is too simple. Honestly, it took me maybe 5 minutes, if that, to rig this. I needed to get a more difficult shot. Instead of having my camera pointed towards the mirror, I was going to mount it onto the mirror, and that's pretty dangerous. It's actually outside of the car now, and I was quite worried. Luckily, I had some rope that I used on a previous shoot that was still in my car, and I was able to tie down my flexible tripod and keep it a little bit more secure this time. It was definitely a lot more difficult though, and I had to rely on my understanding of rope and knots to make sure that this camera wasn't going to go anywhere. Looking good. Time to try it out. Alright, we're looking good. Taking it on the main road. Woo! Looking beautiful. Getting up to 35 on the main road, which I believe is the speed limit. It might be 40, but I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to swing her back in, and we'll go for stage 3 now. Let's go. Now, I think it turned out really well, but I wasn't done yet. In fact, I wanted to not even be able to see my camera for this next shot. What do I mean by that? Well, for the last 2 shots, I've been able to see the camera and see what it's been doing this whole time while I've been driving and whether it's gone anywhere, but for this next one, I wasn't going to be able to do that, and that was because I was rigging my camera to the back of my car. Luckily, I had some ratchet straps in the back, also from a previous shoot, and was able to use that, strapped it down, and it was a little sketchy, but it was tight enough. It was time to take it for a spin. Alright, so the biggest thing that I'm worried about right now is if I forgot some loose piece or if I forgot to tighten down a very specific thing, because there's a lot of things that need to be tightened on this for it to not have a potential to fall, and I'm really worried that I forgot one of those things. I'm hoping that I didn't, and I checked everything and made sure everything was tightened down properly, and there was a specific limit that I wanted to kind of stop at, specifically with the ratchet straps, because I didn't want to damage my car's hood. But, you know, I think all in all, it's pretty tightened down, and I think we're going to be we're gonna be okay. Ultimately, I learned a lot about rigging for this video, and it was quite helpful, but I'm still very curious to see how exactly they do it in the big movies. Would love to do more research on how these grips are able to rig things in such just amazing spaces. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.